That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Another episode of fuck. Yeah. There we go. I do this every time. Another episode of Trash Talk. With me tonight is Angel Pacheco, who
Pacheco.
you know what I meant.
Look at my wife. Look at my wife's face right now.
I know she's gonna
She loves it.
She's gonna come hit me right now, dude. Last names are the worst. Oh my god. My last name is Hill. I'll say Hall sometimes.
Oh,
So
no.
if that makes everybody feel better, I hope it does. And I'm looking at Angel's wife right now.
like I said, it's fine. We'll get plenty more.
So the baddest motherfucker in Minnesota title, the driller title,
Yeah.
we're both on the line tonight, and you came out on top.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now?
Initially, I was a little upset with my performance. I'm normally not so wild, I guess. His intensity, though, for sure made me want to become intense as well. When I'm normally more laid back, less kind of riled up. But I kind of fell into his game a little bit. Then I dialed it back and got my technique on and did what I had to do.
That's one of the things that me and Brock were talking about earlier is I kind of noticed he came out and started implementing what he wanted to do right away, you know?
Yes.
And then I didn't know if you were uncomfortable or if you just looked comfortable being uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it seemed like later on as the first round started to dwindle down, he looked like he was expending a lot more
Yes.
energy, and you were waiting for that opportunity. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I was calm the whole time. I knew, like, it's very strange when you're in there. At least for me, I know when it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was covered up a lot. Like, a lot of that stuff didn't land on me. A couple overhand rights he landed.
When you say looks bad, like looks bad to the people on
To
the
the
outside
judges and everything on the outside.
Okay.
It looks bad in that sense. Honest to God, even when he threw, like, knees to my head and stuff, he was hitting my forearms, hitting my arms. None of that affected me. I was at no point hurt. Even when he landed some good, clean shots with his hands, I wasn't hurt.
Yeah. But do you hear the oohs and ahs like
Oh,
when that
for
stuff
sure.
is happening?
For sure.
And you
It
react
doesn't
with it,
bother me,
you're
though.
just like,
Yeah,
you guys might think
Yeah.
that.
It actually makes me a little happy because it's like, oh, he thinks he's hurting me real bad. He's gonna go harder and expend a lot of energy, which I do feel he not gassed necessarily, but he used a lot of energy at the beginning there, and I was able to kind of take over a little bit because of it, you know.
Yeah, well, I've been in those fights where I've heard the oohs and ahs, and I think that, oh shit, I'm doing so much damage. In reality, it's just it looks good, you know, and it's not always the case. Is that you're doing that.
No,
much
for
damage.
sure. I've had plenty of boxing matches and stuff where I'm fighting the hometown guy, and these people are going crazy, and I'm like, I know, anyone that's in there, if you're the guy getting hit, you know whether or not you're getting hurt. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And I always know when I've been hurt. I can name pretty much every fight that I've been hurt in. And at no point was I hurt to the head in this fight. I will say he threw a really nice knee to my body at one point and a good body kick that he landed pretty good. And I had to take a little step back. But other than that, I kind of wanted to stay in his face to smother his punches a little bit.
Yeah.
And also obviously come up under and throw that hook, either left or right hand hook, and it turned out to be the right hand hook both times that I dropped him.
Dude, what was going through your mind? Because I asked Brock this. What was going through your mind when you dropped him the first time?
When I dropped him the first time, I knew he was tough. So I knew, like, okay, he might still be alive, kind of, and he was. I tried to finish. He went for the takedown. I actually wanted to get a guillotine. I couldn't get the guillotine. He was actually much more savvy on the ground, I'd say, than I expected a little bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving me his neck as much as I thought he would. So I just sprawled, kept punching, let him get to his feet, kept punching. I knew he was still hurt, so I just kept going, let him go again. I came up under again and put him down the second time. Second time, I was able to kind of follow up. He rolled to his belly, to his belly, then ended up going back to his back. I passed the legs, threw another punch, and kept going. I ended up taking his back and flattening him and finishing right there. I actually threw some good elbows, too. First time I've been able to land some elbows in a professional career. So.
I noticed that in the fight. You threw an elbow after a punch. I think it was because, you're southpaw.
Yeah.
So you threw a straight left, and then I think it was your lead elbow, and then I think you came back with a back elbow, and I think I'm pretty sure Sam ended up trying to do the same thing to you.
Yeah, he
which
did.
was amazing, dude. You guys are so fucking badass. This was a crazy fucking fight from the start to finish, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, how does getting a finish win over a guy like that? How does that make you feel? And what was that? How does that set the tone for what's next?
I feel great, especially when I fight these tough dudes, you know. Like I said, Sam was number 10 in Minnesota before I fought him. I think I was like number 12 or something like that. Yep. So I just want to keep climbing those ranks and then eventually to the national circuit too. But honestly, I think I have enough skill to finish everyone I fight, no matter what level it is. I'm not going to take a fight I don't think I can win. Not saying that I'm going to duck anyone or anything like that. I always allow my coach to say, yes, you can take this fight or no. Whether it hurts my pride or not, I go to Brock with it. And if he says, no, you're not fighting him, I'm listening to my coach, you know. He's never said that before. He's never done that to me before, which is nice, which shows me he has a lot of confidence in me. So, but as for finishing people, anyone I fight, I believe I can finish as long as I fight smart. And obviously, even like tonight, I don't think this was my best performance, but I still showed, even with not being my best performance, I can still perform and I can still be exciting and I can still finish. So
yeah, hell yeah. I mean, you faced some adversity, weathered the storm, and then started implementing your game plan. And dude, and you did it perfectly. I think everybody can take away from this fight is that Sam is a tough motherfucker, and you're a tough motherfucker who can finish anybody. Yeah. You know, I mean, I think I did say that I thought Sam had the power advantage in this fight. You know, and I'm shut up right now. I don't even have a word to say.
I was gonna say that was kind of the narrative going in. I'm kind of the punches and bunches guy, but I also know I have power. I've knocked people out with 12-ounce gloves in boxing, you know, so I know I have power. But honestly, in my opinion, it's not all power. Like, yeah, there are some guys that can punch you on the elbow and knock you out. I'm not that guy. By no means, I'm not that guy. Yep. But I'm accurate enough to put people away, and that's the biggest thing in my opinion is accuracy. But with that said, after the fight, I was yelling at my dad in the crowd because he was screaming. I could hear him screaming the whole time. But I was yelling at my dad, ain't nobody can knock me out, this and that. I always say I got my dad's chin. My dad's always fighting when he's younger, and he's never been knocked out. And, you know, I just know nobody's going to put me away. I honestly feel like I've been kicked in the head before in fights, and I'm fine. I've never been knocked out. Not saying I rely on that. Not saying that I want to rely on that.
Oh, dude, you don't take much damage.
Yeah, I don't take too much damage. But I'm just saying if I need to, I'm willing to go there, dig deep, and do it, you know?
Hell yeah, dude. This fight, the beginning of it reminded me a lot of Stephan Bonner versus Forrest Griffin just because of how crazy it was back and forth. Then you see an element where a guy looks like he's about to win. You all of a sudden just started like, yeah, crowd, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and start coming back, dude. And then to get the finish, that was just amazing. And I love watching both of you guys fight, and I'm really excited to see what's next for you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the time you take with us.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And I appreciate your wife for not kicking my ass for not saying your name right.
It's all good. Hey, the MMA community respects you guys and appreciates you guys, honestly. You guys, all your interviews and stuff, all my cousins from Texas, Florida, all over the place. A lot of my family lives out south, and they can watch this stuff, and they appreciate it a lot, being able to hear me talk about my fighting and stuff. I mean, I get to call them and stuff and talk to them on the phone, but it's pretty cool when you guys acknowledge our hard work and you guys kind of talk about it and stuff. So we appreciate you. Yeah, well, all the fighters appreciate you.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate that so much, and that's why we do it. And we don't give out any bullshit credit around here at Trash Talk. If anybody gets any respect or if we say any nice things, it's because we mean it, not because we're bitches that just are yes men. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you again, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate the interview. Bye, guys.